Good morning, everyone. Thanks for taking the time to sit down with me for some coffee and the Word. That time each day that we examine some verses from God's Word, and then we apply it to our lives so we can become a little more like Jesus today than we were yesterday. So grab that cup and we'll get started. Our Advent reading today is No Detour from Calvary. And while they were there, the time came for her to give birth, and she gave birth to her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no place for them in the inn. Luke 2:6 and 7. Now you would think that if God so rules the world as to use an empire-wide census to bring Mary and Joseph to Bethlehem, he surely could have seen to it that a room was available at the inn. Yes, he could have. And Jesus could have been born into a wealthy family. He could have turned stones into bread in the wilderness. He could have called 10,000 angels to his aid in Gethsemane. He could have come down from the cross and saved himself. The question is not what God could do, but what he willed to do. God's will was that through Christ was rich, yet for your sake he became poor. The no vacancy signs over all the motels in Bethlehem were for your sake. For your sake he became poor, 2 Corinthians 8:9. God rules all things, even motel capacities, for the sake of his children. The Calvary Road begins with a no vacancy sign in Bethlehem and ends with the spitting and scoffing of the cross in Jerusalem. We must not forget that he said, "If anyone would come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me." We join him on the Calvary Road and we hear him say, "Remember the word that I said to you, a servant is not greater than his master. If they persecuted me, they will also persecute you." To the one who calls out enthusiastically, "I will follow you wherever you go," Jesus responds, "Foxes have holes and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man hath not where to lay his head." Yes, God could have seen to it that Jesus had a room at his birth, but that would have been a detour off the Calvary Road. Be blessed and have a grace-filled day.